Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dragon Quest VIII. So I'm here in the Ascantha region, but before I actually continue on to the next dungeon, I found out that there is something that I can do first back in Fairbury. It has to do with that ring I found at the during the last video. There's like a little mini quest that you can do regarding it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And then from there, I will continue on to the next dungeon. Now, as far as I understand, the guy I am looking for... Well, actually, there are two people I'm looking for. But, one of them is up here. Oh, this guy right here. So I'll talk to him very fast. Thank goodness for that. I thought that Calderasha fellow was going to come along and tell my wife where the ring was. That was a close shave. Did you just hear that? Well, never mind. You wouldn't understand what it's about anyway. You want to show him the lady's ring? Yes, I do. Here it shows the royal minister of the ring. It's the ring, but how did... No, that's impossible. It just looks like the one I lost, but it can't be the same. But I would kindly ask you not to mention any of this to my wife. Perhaps this will help. Here obtains the seed of wisdom and puts it in the bag. Oh, there we go. So, obviously, we're going to go tell his wife anyways that we found it, because, we never promised that we wouldn't. I don't know if there's any point in doing this or not, but we're still going to do it anyways. Just because we're curious. And by we, I'm talking about everybody watching as well as myself. At the very least, I know I'm curious. For some reason, I thought that was going to be moving forward as soon as I was done with the stuff in there, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay. So the next location to go to is the inn, because his wife is in there. And I do recall, like at the beginning of the game, her complaining about Calderasha and, you know, him telling her what would happen even if she found it or whatever. How could anyone be so spiteful? The great Calderasha, they said, back to his former glory. So I asked him to help me find my ring again, but do you know what he said? He said even if I did find it again, it wouldn't go over my fat finger, so why bother? That's twice he's insulted me now. What a despicable man. Do you want to show her the lady's ring? Yes, I do. Here it shows the lady the ring. Goodness me, is that my ring? No, my ring is far grander than that, and anyway, that one's too small for my fingers. The design is similar, but it's certainly not my ring. Oh, I wish I knew where it was. If I talk to her again. Okay. No. Because she won't admit that it's her own. So this is the ring in question. An extravagant and expensive ring lost by a rich woman. There's no point in equipping it or anything. It's just, you know, only use it really has at this point in the game is to get that seed of wisdom. Actually, I don't even know if it ever has any use at all, but it's fine if it doesn't. Okay, so let's go back to the Riverside Chapel and make our way to the next dungeon. Now, I do vaguely recall this dungeon from previous playthroughs, like my very first playthrough of the game, and having something about it that stood out particularly to me. But we'll find out together, because I don't really remember too much about it, other than that, like, one little detail. So we'll basically be finding out together what it is, you know, what's going on with it. Because if I'm being honest, the further I get into this game, the less I remember. Level 19. Cool. Yangus obtained 3 skill points. I'll put those into humanity. Yangus's humanity increases. He becomes sentimental. Yangus learns Warcry. Warcry, huh? If I recall, doesn't that, like, in Dragon Warrior 7, I think we had an ability like that like, increased defense or stunned enemies or something? Something to that effect. I didn't look behind me. Okay, alright. I'm just so busy talking. So let's make our way down this path. So I wonder, let's find out what it does. A hideous battle cry that paralyzes a group of enemies with fear. Okay. So there's no real need to do that in this fight because these enemies are kind of weak. But it's a good idea to keep in mind as I go forward. Yeah. Come on, hero, knock him out. Or don't. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to do it or not. I'm glad that Angus took care of the first enemy. So, if I encounter a group that it seems like it'll be useful using that against, I'll do that, but it'll probably have to be a group of, like, 3 or 4 monsters that are particularly hard to kill. Certainly not this one. Whenever I see this enemy, it reminds me of a particular Pokemon. I think its name was Tangela. Man, it's been such a long time since I've played the original Pokemon games, or even really cared about Pokemon games in general. So it's kind of hard to recall exactly what the names of certain Pokemon are. There we go. Now I can tell you one thing for sure, I don't know any of the new Pokemon, other than some of the starters. Even then, I don't really know that many of the starters. It's a shame, because I used to really like that game, and wow, 3 of them. Okay, so this is where this Iron Lance is going to come in handy, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Multi-Thrust with Hero. I'll use Hatchet Man with Yangus, Twin Dragon Lash, and unfortunately Angelo hasn't learned any abilities so far. That's fine. I'll just have him use a normal attack. That's a shame. At least one of them stuck around. Unfortunately, 2 of them have fled. Thank you, Yangus. That's why I got him that axe ability. Hero's level increased to level 19. Awesome. Here obtained 5 skill points. I'm going to continue putting those into spheres. I'm going to have to switch back to the other. He didn't get a chance to use his multi-thrust ability, but it's fine. I'll, if I encounter any more metal slimes on the way or inside the dungeon here, I'll try it again. Okay, re-equip this reinforced boomerang. Attack this last one. I almost feel guilty for taking out these guys when they act like that. Like, because it's saying that they're kids, so they're clearly intelligent. Okay, so let's enter this dungeon. I'll use nose for treasure. And hopefully I will have some treasures picked up with it. There's 3 treasures around here. Okay, cool. So first things first, give a good look at this place. Knights appear. Let's deal with these that way. I think as long as I can kill one of them, it'll be fine. 2 of them is even better, and 3 of them is great. I don't even know if you're really killing them or not. Sometimes it makes me wonder. Because, the implication is that you're sometimes sparing the enemies and letting them go. Why does it feel like I haven't gone very far in here? Did I saw a staircase there. But I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. Let's remove the iron axe here and use thin air. As something tells me I'll want to against these guys. Come on, Yangus. Darn it. The whole point of using thin air was to get rid of them. Now I'm gonna have to heal and everything. Whatever, doesn't matter. Just a minor inconvenience, that's all. Do that. Heal all. I like the fact that they automatically have Angelo heal everybody. Let's go down this path. There's nothing there. And there is a treasure chest right there. I'll try War Cry in this fight. It might work. Unimpressed, shocked, unimpressed. Well, it got one of them at least. I was hoping it would get more of them, though. It's nice to know that it can actually work. Angelo is cursed. Darn you. Well, it could have been worse. So I'll attack that. Okay, good. That wasn't too bad overall. Let's open up this treasure chest. Wizard staff. Now let's go back towards that staircase that I saw before. Actually, let me see something. I'm gonna put that wizard staff into Angelo's inventory here. No, I'm not equipping it. But since Angelo does use staves, or rather, you know, he has points being put into him, I may as well make sure that I can use them if I ever want to. The walking corpse is my primary target this time. Oh, I forgot that Yangus doesn't have a weapon equipped. It doesn't matter. Okay. I wonder if there's... I wish that there was a way to clear that little pile of rubble up. Would have been nice. Creating little path, shortcuts or whatever. Okay. Is there anything back here? No. Not seeing anything over here either. Let's continue along our way. Thin air should be good for this fight. In theory, at least. And hopefully we can get through this dungeon without too many fights, because I have a feeling that this place would be kind of annoying with regards to that kind of thing. I'm just checking out the sky very fast. Starting to get dark out. That or it's becoming morning. I'm not going to go to that upper path yet. I'll go around this way first. Make sure there isn't anything back down around here. So far, I'm not seeing nothing. Okay, thin air. I gotta be careful about Yangus's MP, because he obviously doesn't have that much. At least I got rid of one of them, right? A 1. Oh, I'm glad it was only a 1. Okay, good. I'll probably re-equip Angus with his axe for the next battle and only use thin air in fights that are really, really difficult. Or at least fights that look like they'll be difficult. Like, this isn't a fight that I would expect him to have to worry about that, so put the axe again and focus on this diamond enemy. I think it's the bigger threat overall. Cool. I mean, it wasn't a big threat in that fight, but that's because it didn't use that ability. Okay, let's check out what's going on with the alchemy pot. And I can't use it, because I'm currently in a dungeon. And I can't open up the map to the dungeon, because I don't have a map yet. I'm assuming that you'll get a map in here. I haven't really been using Power Throw, but I'm not going to just yet. I'll use Home Splitter on that. And hopefully we'll deal enough damage to the tree face to get rid of it pretty fast. Ah. Yay! Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to have Angelo heal us all. Okay. I have 2 possible paths I can take. That looks kind of long. I'm going to check inside the cave just to make sure that there isn't like any kind of funny business going on. So there's a rope there in that little area, and here's another treasure chest. So I think I found 2 now. Oh, it's the map. Cool. So yeah, that rope does lead up. I think I found 2 now, so there should only be 1 left. By the smell of it, there's only 1 treasure around here. Gov. I'll take that rope up, and if it looks like it's gonna go forward, then I'm gonna go back down. Like, by forward, I mean like towards the end of the dungeon or whatever. Because I don't want to miss anything, obviously. I'm too thorough for that. And I don't want to have to re-explore the whole dungeon for that one treasure chest that I missed. Like I had to do with the Iron Nail back in the Ruined Abbey. I always get nervous whenever I fight walking corpses because I always feel like they can poison you. I'm pretty sure they have before, so... Okay, let's open up the map. Get a good look at what's going on here, and wow. Well, that's kind of crazy. I don't know what to think of that. Let's go a little bit forward. I just want to see something very fast. Okay, so there's a bridge right here. And if I can use that bridge as a reference, I might be able to figure out, like, I think that I may have taken, like, a shortcut through the dungeon, if that makes sense. We'll find out in a little second here. I'm gonna open up the map again once I get out of this fight. Thank you, Angelo, for being fast. Even if you're currently probably my worst party member. Statistically. Angelo learns whack. Oh, whack is pretty cool. I'm gonna keep putting those points into saves. Even though I probably should start considering putting points into the other things. So, this path goes up. Right there. So what I'll do is, if I get to a point where there's a path that goes up and a bridge like this, then I'll know that I've come back to this point. Yeah, not to mention if I look at the map, I'll have a better idea too. So, let's get rid of these guys. At least that's the plan. Darn it, I hate those hornet enemies. But I hate these bad enemies even more now that I know that they can use snooze. Come on, wake up Yangus, thank you. Okay, Yangus, it's time to get rid of these bats. Good. I am glad that we got rid of them. Okay, let's go down the well now. Kind of weird that they have a well right here. But whatever. I'm not gonna question it. Okay. So let's open up the map here. Yeah, that's what I thought. The staircase that's going down above me was the area where you come out of, up out of, when you exit from the well. And if I follow the path to the right and around, I'll eventually reach that area again. So, that's all I have to really keep in mind as I go forward here. There's a lot of these guys. Like, way more than there should be. Why couldn't it be metal slimes or something? That would be a welcome change. I always like fighting those. Not that it really matters. It's just... Okay. So this leads to nothing. Not terribly surprised by that. Although I am still looking for that one remaining treasure chest, which should be around here somewhere. If it's not inside the caves, then it's gotta be outside. You'd think with the amount of fights that I get into on a regular basis that I would level up more often, but no. Okay, so one path goes down, one path goes up. Actually, two paths go up. This leads to a dead end. Not terribly surprised by that. What about this path that's over here that goes down a little bit? I'll remove this and use thin air for this particular fight. I think that thin air will solve some of my problems. Yeah. It definitely solves some of my problems, alright. And I'm gonna keep putting points into staves for Jessica. Fortunately, she didn't really learn anything from that, but it's fine. Okay, for some reason that looked like the path that went down even more than that, but whatever. Okay, so this is that bridge with the path that goes up. Like, I can even prove it by running along the bridge and seeing the well right there, so... I wonder where that last treasure chest is. Thin air again. Use that against that guy. I love this ability for how much damage it does and how cheap it is, and the fact that Yangus can use it. It really does make a difference. I mean, I can't use it consistently. I think... Yeah, if I keep following this path, I'll reach a dead end, so... I'll follow this path first. Because you never know if there's going to be a treasure or not at the end of one of these dead ends. It's kind of weird that I prefer to find the dead ends before I find the main path, but yeah, some people, they prefer to find the main path and then they'll worry about any other treasures after the fact. Okay, a Templar shield. Cool. And that sounds like a shield for Angelo here. But I'll see if it can be equipped to anybody else. Okay, and that'll give him an increase of 7 defense, which is pretty nice for this point in the game. I'm going to have Angelo heal everybody. Give me a second. There we go. Yangus is unfortunately running really low on MP. Actually, one more thing. Nose for treasure. Just to make sure. Don't smell much in the way of treasure? Okay. Not surprised. Let's re-equip his iron axe. And then use Helm Splitter. I'm going to have Angelo use his wizard staff as an item in the battle on the first one. Just to see whether or not it's really useful or not. And not really. But whatever. It's fine. Yangus ended up finishing off anyways. Okay. Just making sure. Now, one of the interesting things about this part of the game is, if I recall, there is a special trick to this part. Like, I'm at the top, right? And I have no idea what I'm supposed to do and all this other stuff. And, like, if I examine this window, it's the remnants of an ancient building. Little more than a frame of a large window remains standing. Now, I remember, because of how weird this part was, and the fact that I had to look it up on the internet, which really annoyed me back then, that you just kind of have to sit here and wait for a cutscene to play. It's like, and that's because, if you notice, the shadow for the window is moving slowly, and it's moving towards that wall right there. So you just gotta wait until it finally reaches the wall or whatever, and then I guess you examine it. It's a little bit odd. Come on. Why is it taking so long? Because I remember I left thinking, I don't know what to do. And then I found out and I was like, why do I have to go all the way back up there just because of that? Anyways. So now I shall examine it. And we will find out what is going on. And open up like a door. That's another reason why I remember it. It's because of this crazy crap right here. So I can't open up the map, but I'll have Genghis use his nose for treasure again, just to make sure. Doesn't smell much in the way of treasure around here, Gov. Looks like it's all been pinched already. I'm not too surprised by that, but it's a neat looking little place here. You got the phases of the moon up there in the sky, which is a nice little touch, because that's part of the lore, you know. This place isn't supposed to open unless it's like a full moon. And I don't know if you can like manipulate the game to have the full moon or whatever or not, but then again, I don't even remember specifically looking for the full moon. Okay.
I am Ishmari, keeper of the Moon Shadowland.
He looks like
Welcome to my realm.
he looks like the statues that were in Scantha Castle. Yeah, I imagine that they based the statues off of him or something. Okay. So, Ishmari, huh? That's neat. Little fire dancing or something there. Music notes coming out of these things. I'm just taking a closer look since I don't think he can ever return here again. I don't remember for sure. That looks like a map of the globe. I don't think that that's actually like a recreation of it, but it'd be neat if it was. And then some kind of weird pattern underneath them. It's kind of bizarre. Hey, let's talk to him.
Many moons have waxed and waned since human foot last trod this earth. Weary travelers, I welcome you now to the land of the Moon Shadow. Enlighten me. What desire opened the Moon Shadow window on this night? No words. Your shoes can tell the tale.
Oh. Okay.
So, Pavan longs to be reunited with his dearly beloved Sasha. You stand amazed, mouths agape in wonderment. Ah, forgive me, I have yet to uncloud your eyes. Children of the light of day, do you believe that memories are yours alone? Your clothes, houses, tables and chairs, the sky, the land. They too remember each passing day. Silently, they sleep in a dream world of memories. The moon's light may give shape to these dreams, these memories. I cannot stir this daughter of the sun from her eternal sleep, but perhaps I can end your friend's waking nightmare. Lead me to the castle. Lead me to the scene of Pavan's misery.
Okay. Ishmari joins the party. Let's talk to my party members very fast. People have been telling me I've got a brain the size of a pea ever since I was small. The outside of me might have got a bit bulkier, but the old gray stuff's still as small as ever. So, I ain't got a clue about nothing. So, ordinary things like clothes and houses have memories, they have dreams. Does that explain the vision I had in the Tower of Alexandra? What is that? Human? No. He looks normal enough, but... Well, anyway, he doesn't look like he poses a threat. I say we trust him. Take my word for it. I can read people's intentions. It's one of the things that makes me good at cards. People with twisted souls always give themselves away, like Dual Magus. Let's talk to this guy now. I am Ishmari, keeper of the Moon Shadowland. I created this realm. I have the power to soothe the broken heart. Lead me, then, to King Pavan's realm, to Escanta. Okay, can I examine anything here? I don't think so. I could get a better look at that pattern on the floor, but I don't think there's any point. Kind of a weird door, though. And the way he's kind of gliding along. Like, he'll walk normally, but whenever I start running, he glides. Kind of funny. Okay, let's go outside. Return to the normal world. Yes. Hero opens the moon shadow window. Lead me to the castle. Lead me to the scene of Pavan's misery. We're back in the castle. Let's talk to this guy, who's for some reason passed out. Nothing to report. Upon this night, by the light of the full moon, I shall play a tune to salve the king's wounded soul. Lead me to the king. I will in a second. But first, let's talk to my party again. Better just close your eyes and pretend you ain't seen nothing when you get an eye full of stuff you don't know what to do with. Just like when you caught on the job. Deny everything. What do you think, Gov? How about we say none of this ever happened, eh? We're back in the castle? Did he just bring us here? And everyone seems to be asleep. Did he do that with his harp? It's a bit too quiet if you ask me. I know it's the middle of the night, but even so. Castles are usually bustling, even then. There ought to be some kind of noise. Something's going on. Well, duh. He put everybody to sleep. Let's go see the king, which I assume is either in the throne room or his own room. One of the two. Which requires going up these stairs, unfortunately, but it's fine. And there he is.
grieving soul. May the moon's rays trace the scenes enacted here long ago.
So he's like creating illusions of her instead of actually like summoning her soul or whatever. Or maybe not illusions, but we'll find out in a second, won't we?
What is this? A dream? An illusion? No. No. I remember this. You.
Is wrong? What is wrong?
Sasha. I've missed you so. These 2 years I've thought of nothing but you. Ever since you passed away.
You're not still fretting about this morning's missive, are you? You mustn't. You made the right decision.
So it's kind of like a memory or something?
You're always so lenient with people. But sometimes you need to be firm, too. That's a king's duty. Everybody believes in you. You must stand tall and proud. Ascantha is your country. Oh yes, I have news. The innkeeper's dog has had a puppy. He wants us to think of a name.
Is that me? Yes, I remember this. It was the spring before last. So, this is a memory from the past? A puppy, you say? What do you think? No doubt you've already thought of a good name for it.
It's a secret.
Why? If you've thought of a name, then I'm sure it's splendid. Tell me.
Surely you have a suggestion too. A name for this puppy.
But I'm sure yours...
Shush now, Pavan. I think any name you came up with would be simply perfect. My dear king, you're a wise and kind man. You should follow your own instincts. I was planning to use the name you thought of. That's all I'd decided.
Yes. She was always like that. Always giving me so much encouragement. Sasha, why?
Oh boy, he's slipping back into depression again.
Sasha, why are you always so strong?
Because my mother gives me strength.
Your mother? But she passed away years ago.
I never told you, but I was very timid as a child, so weak and afraid. And every day, my mother would try hard to encourage me. When she died, I was so sad and lonely. But then I realized, if I went back to my old weak self, I would have nothing left of my mother at all. It would be just as if she had never existed. I realized I had to be strong, that I must remember her words of encouragement and everything she taught me. That way, she'll live on inside me for always, forever.
Sasha, you're right. I should be more like you.
Shall we go out onto the terrace? The weather's so nice today. It would be lovely to enjoy the breeze together.
This is neat.
Look! Your country stretches before us as far as the eye can see. Oh, Ascantha is so beautiful.
Yes. Beautiful, Sasha. So beautiful.
My darling king, for people to live their lives happily, you must be strong.
It sucks that it had to end, but it did eventually.
I remember. Everything you ever told me lives on inside my heart.
Now let's hope that he actually gets over his depression.
Forgive me, Sasha. I finally opened my eyes. I'm sorry for being so sad and lonely. At last, I've finally awoken from my long and terrible nightmare.
Oh, cool! They're pulling up the morning banners or whatever those were, whatever you would call those. Okay, cool. Look off to the right. The old lady there is floating on air. Kind of weird. I just realized that they're all dressed in colorful clothing again.
Never again will I forget the things Sasha told me. It felt like a dream, but I believe in what I saw. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks to you and Emma, I've finally woken up from an unbearable nightmare. Now, I can be a proper king to my people again. I cannot thank you enough. If there is ever anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Look at Yangus over there. He don't care at all what he's saying. And Angelo is kind of just minding his own business as well, but still.
I swear I will do anything in my power to repay you. Anything at all I can do to help.
Have you heard about Dual Magus?
Farewell, my friends. May fortune ride with you on your continuing journey. I hope we will meet again soon.
Is that it? Okay, the characters are still eating and stuff, but can I have any companions you can talk with at the moment? So, you're chasing after a jester called Dual Magus? Well, I'm afraid I haven't heard talk of anyone like that passing through Ascantha. That's not much use to you, I know. And there I was just now, saying I wanted to help you. I'm sorry. Interesting. Heard that itchy Marie bloke disappear too. I think he's talking about Ishmari. Feels like it was all some kind of weird dream, doesn't it? I just want to take a quick look at the food. It's not very appealing to look at, is it? Like, is that supposed to be a lobster? Some of it's supposed to be steak and stuff? That made me think about Alistair. I suppose he lives on too in my heart. So that sissy of a king has finally pulled himself together and started to behave like a real man again. You know what I mean. I didn't mean to blurt it out quite like that. Maybe I've had a bit too much of the old moonshine. Did I already talk to Angus? Oh yeah, he was talking about Ishmari. Okay. So let's talk to some of these guards on the way out. Last night was great, wasn't it? It's been years since we had an all-night banquet like that. Thanks so much for cheering the king up for us. Have a safe trip. So this is the statue in question, and it really does kind of look like Ishmari. Although it has wings and stuff, but you can see the ears. Maybe there's some kind of relation there. Let's talk to this guard. Attention! Okay. I wonder, there's one person in particular I want to talk to before I leave. And that is the maid, Emma. I don't know where she's at, but I'm going to try and find her. The Emma, as well as the minister here. Emma worked tirelessly during the 2 years of His Majesty's depression. It's time she was given a decent holiday and more besides. I wonder if she's in the king's chambers. It's possible. Probably cleaning up in there or something. Yeah, she's right here. This room has been kept just as it was when the Queen died 2 years ago. But His Majesty has finally ordered for it to be tidied up, so that's what I'm doing now. Okay. I was wondering if she'd have anything else to say, but obviously not. Now that I've done that, it is time to leave, I guess. Kind of wondering what the next destination would be. I guess going south would make the most sense. Because I didn't see Dulmagus here in this kingdom. Kind of makes you wonder what the point of this kingdom was. Was it just to introduce Ishmari? It might have been. I don't remember if he has any kind of major impact later on in the story or not. So what I'll do is I'll exit town and see if there's any kind of cutscene for doing so. And then I might stop right then and there. Yeah, there's a cutscene. Ah, poor Trode.
Well, it's all right for some, isn't it?
He wasn't invited.
No doubt King Pavan treated you to plenty of fine food and drink. You lucky toads. The princess and I have been waiting, you know, stuck here outside town. And Medea isn't much for conversation these days, hmm?
I know how you feel, Grandad. If only you weren't so, green, eh? Maybe we could get you into town, and you could have a drink or something. I ain't exactly a looker myself. I know what it's like to be discriminated against. Wait, Gov, I've got an idea. The town I used to live in ain't too far south of here. How about we head off down there, eh? Sure, Pickham ain't no rose garden, but it's in the middle of nowhere, right? Even a strange old geezer like him would fit in, no problem. Old Grandad here'll be able to get himself a drink. And we might get a clue about where that Dulmagus has got to and all. There's a bloke there who knows everything about everything. We call him Brains. He's a mate of mine. He'll know something, dead cert. See? 2 birds with 1 stone, eh? I ain't just a pretty face. Come on, let's get going south. Pickham, here we come.
Okay, cool. So we really are going south. Let's talk to the party very fast. Oh look, I think King Trode and Medea are floating on air. Anyways. They don't have anything to say. That's awkward, but okay. So what I'll do is, I remember vaguely there being a cabin that might have had a priest down south. I might go there and save there instead of ending the video right here. Because otherwise, well, regardless, once I get to that cabin, even if I can't save there, I'll still stop there, and then I'll just make my way back there for the next video. Because I kind of wanted to stop there anyways. That was the goal I set for this video in my own head. Let's talk to this cow. See if they'll give us any milk. Yay! Fresh bottle of milk, actually. Now I think about it, I can access the alchemy pot. And claim some of my prizes here. Toss a couple more medicinal herbs in. I do believe you're onto something here. Okay. And so what I want to do is kind of stick to the right. Well, when I say right, I mean when you're looking at the map. I could have talked to that cow back there, but I'm not going back for it. A mum, huh? That's weird. I remember in Dragon Warrior 7, they had enemies like that. It was like these 3 different types of enemies that were always grouped together. I always thought it was weird. Okay, so that's the beach off to the left. She slimes, huh? Hero should take care of the rest. They aren't exactly intimidating. So let's get a better look again. Yeah. Let's go down to the beach just for a second, because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, there's that crab enemy, or not crab, lobster enemy that I fought in the past. I'm not gonna fight it again for this video. Darn it. There's something about those lobster enemies, the yabbies, that really irritate me. Could be the way they smile. Okay. I guess the shell that the calamari kids have is supposed to indicate like a rattle. Like a little baby rattle, which is kind of disturbing when you think about it. Because it implies that you're beating up a little kid. Well, kid is in their name. I think I mentioned this before. Okay. Mini demons. I think I fought one of these before, and they have a spell that's very, very dangerous. Thankfully, Jessica and Yangus took care of it. At the end there, that is. Okay, just making sure there isn't any kind of treasure hidden down there. Keep an eye on this forest. And I'm gonna go around, I hate to do this again. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop around back to that cabin that's over there. And then, once I reach it, I will call it good. Strong medicine. I'm going to be getting a lot of those since, for the moment, I don't really have anything that I can, or that I'm interested in making, not so much that I can't make anything. It just requires going out of my way to buy stuff that I don't really want to buy. I hope I get rid of all 3 of them before they can do any serious damage. Okay, I got a little bit lucky there. Because if any of those had gone before Jessica, then one of them might have used that one spell. Okay. Let's go inside, check to see if the priest is in here. Pretty sure he is. There's also an inn guy. Greetings, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, so thank you very much for watching. The next time I play, I will be continuing on into the Pickham region, or at least I'm pretty sure that the next region is going to be the Pickham region. So yeah, thanks for watching, see you next time, and bye-bye!